All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol HTZ, exactly where we left off last week. And before I go on, I just want to go ahead and state that there are no emotions involved in these charts, as well as I do not get paid for explaining these charts. This is just simply charts and letting the charts speak to us. So I want to go off and say what a phenomenal day that this stock had for the bulls. Fantastic way to start the week. So right where we left off, literally this was the 50-day simple moving average that day, as well as this is the support level of the last time we looked at this chart, and the resistance level went up with it. The last time we saw it, it was 321, 322, and the second resistance level was 406, and it just broke through it, as well as the 50-day simple moving average moved up with it. But let's go ahead and remove these lines and see how this stock grew. I mean, look at that. It went all the way to almost $7, but 664, and it passed it, and it closed at 684 um, after market. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what we need to definitely take a look at so that we can know what to expect for tomorrow and what key numbers to pay close attention to according to the way this stock moves. But also, I do know that most people always say, why aren't you not saying the market closed at 553 and you're stating it closed at 684? Well, market closes at 4 p.m. at 553, and this is based off of aftermarket hours, and it's so important sometimes to pay attention to the aftermarket hours because it can give you a clear insight on how the stock ended the day, and it can move any way up or down. And it can also give us a basis on where to start for tomorrow. So the first thing I want us to look at is the 50-day moving average, 365. As long as this whole chart stays above that number and keeps going up with the stock, if it continues in a bullish move, then it is not in a bear market. And there is a big gap between the support level and the 50-day moving average. That gives a lot of time and window for people to make the decisions that they need to make. Now, the support level for today, starting tomorrow, is 454. This is the only time that this stock hit a real good low for entry or exit, depending on what your expectations were and what you were going to do. But this was the lowest it went after market. Now, it's important to understand, too, that even if this stock was to fall and touch 454, it is not yet fully in a bear market. It still has the power of the bulls to bring it back up because it did it once. It could do it again. And this stock, just by the way it is showing the graph, it is on its way up. It's just creating a ladder. There is uncertainty, though, on if this ladder can break through the next resistance level because it rejected that resistance level before it closed because it went back down and it closed at 684. I'm not quite sure here why it shows me 664, but it closed at 684. I'm seeing that in all the different market apps and applications and brokers. But definitely something to keep a close eye on, because this stock, if it could break through that resistance, we would definitely see this stock have a new resistance, which is uncertain because it could be anything above it. But this would become the new support level. So something to really keep a close eye on is, as long as this stock stays above 454, it is still going to be bullish. 454, anything above 455, if I'm honest with you. As long as it stays above that, this stock is still bullish, and the bulls are fully in control of this. The bears are going to be fighting their way to bring it and tear it down. And if this stock was to be teared down this support level, then obviously there's that window of the 50-day moving average to have a decision to be made. And just because it goes down here, I'm not saying that this stock will be completely destroyed and that the bears are in full control. I'm not stating that, but the bulls can come in, bring it back up, and if it tears through it and tears through the 50-day moving average, then we would almost be back down to where this stock rally continued and started for Monday. So definitely numbers to keep in mind is 695, 453, and 365. And excuse me, I said 453 here. It's anything above 455. And that is for the support level, 455, 50-day moving average, 365, and 695 for the resistance. And this closed out at 684, this stock. So Hertz had a great, fantastic day. And honestly, it was an incredible rally. We got to go ahead and see what it has in store for everyone tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see. And obviously, another thing too, as this stock moves up, the 50-day moving average will continue to move up with it. And let's change this to green, because definitely it does not mean red when it's going up. So key things to take a close look at, and just remember those numbers for the resistance, which is 695, the support level 455 and above, and the 50-day moving average 365. Had a great day, great rally today. The bulls are in full control. The bears are trying their best to bring it down. You can obviously see they tried here after market hours, but they did not succeed. Very interesting to see what's going to happen tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching.